some of these guys, some of these players, these young kids are going to be huge contributors for us and impact players in this league for a long time. Now it's a matter of making sure that we help them along and kind of help them reach that potential.
Mark, what's the biggest area of improvement this team needs to make?
I think there's a lot, to be honest. Let's not beat around the bush here. There's a lot of places where we can be better. I think before you get into the systems and the X's and O's, it comes down to what you want your identity to be here, as players and as a group and as an organization. And I think that's compete. It's work ethic, it's determination to win games, it's determination to not be content with losing. Don't be content with playing a hard game and playing hard but not getting the result. We need to have that fear of losing kind of back into this room, and I think we made some steps in the right direction towards the end of the year, but there's still a ways to go.
Well, I mean, it's all about effort and our compete level at the end of the day. I think it's a long season, but you got to be able to be consistent in your effort every day, give everything you have, and I think that's something that we start doing by the end of the season. And I was happy to see that everyone bought in at the end.
It's always emotional when you're cleaning out the lockers at the end of the year, and unfortunately we've seen this coming for a while. That's how long we've been out of playoffs, but I wouldn't say a relief. It's just it's always disappointing when you know when the end of your season is going to be, and we're going to have to watch playoff hockey for a few weeks now at home, which is always disappointing. But it's also a good time to reflect and I guess see the guys and spend some more time with them before we go our separate ways.
Obviously a tough season for us. Lost a couple good buddies in trades and whatnot, and just finishing in last place is not what you come into a season wanting. And it's going to be a long summer, but it'll give us time to reset and have a better year next year.
As a team, we need to be better defensively, and that's no secret. And I think that's our biggest knock right now. And as being a young group, there's definitely room for improvement, and we will get better at that. We're just hoping to speed up that process a little more, and if that was the case, we probably wouldn't be cleaning out our lockers today. But that's probably our biggest issue that we need to improve off coming into next year.
You rank this as maybe the most frustrating season you've had in a while, personally?
No, I think we all go through good times and bad times, and you just kind of roll with the punches and you go. And I think there's throughout the seasons there's stretches of good games, there's stretches of bad times, and it's not what happens to you, it's how you react. So I think we need to take the right frame of mind here going forward and make sure that we're doing everything we possibly can to make sure that we grow as individuals and make sure that we're the best possible players we can be come September.
If there's one area of focus for September on ice, what would it be?
Attention to detail. That's probably the best thing. I think that's kind of sums up everything. Whether you have the puck and managing it, or you're away from the puck and making sure that you're doing the right things. So that comes down to details, and I think that's one area that as a group we all can be better, and that includes goalies, defensemen, forward, doesn't matter, coaching staff. It's right from everybody. Just be aware of the little details, and those are the difference makers in winning and losing.
Yeah, there's times where you don't want to look at your phone too much and all the social media stuff that's going on, and there's other times where if you're playing well and you're always looking. So I tried to cut that out of my life this year, and it helped me out a ton just mentally. If you're in a better place mentally, and I find you play a lot better. So I just tried to cut it out as much as I could, and just focus on my own game and what we were doing with the team.
It's cliche, but it is a very good group of young guys in here, and even the older guys. We have a great group of guys, and I want to be a part of that. And if I'm back next year, and which I think is everyone's plan, that I want to be in that mentorship role, that help influence some of these young guys the way that guys like Chris Kelly and Mike Fisher and Jason Spezza did for me. And I always remember how well they treated me and how much they taught me when I came in. So if I could, in some way kind of give that back to some of the young guys, and I think that's my responsibility.
Almost changed the culture in this locker room. Was that accomplished?
I think we made steps in the right direction. I think we kind of slipped a little bit during the season. I don't mean that in terms of, guys not caring or not working. I just think it's so tough to keep it at the level that you need it to be at in this league, and that's just not on ice performance. It's kind of your off ice habits, your off ice mentality, your mentality as a team and as individuals. And I think we slipped a little bit. I think Crow kind of brought the focus back and got us back on track. I think we were moving in the right direction towards the end of the year. But I mean, when it's the last month of the season, it's too little, too late.
Crow. When Crow came in, it was. It wasn't drastic changes. I think the system was pretty much the same. Played the same way, just maybe a slightly different mindset. But it was, there was a change, and sometimes just to hear a new voice is all it takes. And I thought we played a lot better hockey through the last month, and besides a few games, our defensive game did improve.
We have a completely different team now, and I think it's time for us to stop looking back at that 2 years ago, the run, and focus on the future here. We have completely different guys, so we're not going to just keep dwelling on the last couple of years. We're moving forward, and hopefully we get back there at some point.
No, I mean, at the end of the day, I'm proud to be an Ottawa Senator, and I'm proud to be part of this community. And there's going to be hiccups, kind of wherever situation or wherever you're at. And I think how you deal with those. And I think we're, as a group and as players and as a organization, I think we're getting through those hurdles or humps much better now than we were a year from now. So I think we're going in the right direction, and I think that's a good sign for us.
This year's a bit different. We heard right from the start it was it was going to be a rebuild, and they made that evident early with some of the moves they made too. So that's never easy, and finishing at the bottom of the league. But at the same time we're growing, and we did do some good things this year. And as you can see, some of the young players that are coming in are going to be great players for this hockey club. So there is more positive out of it this year for sure, even though we're still at the bottom. But you got to look at the positive sometime, even though it's a very disappointing season.
I think we're lucky to have them, and I'm thinking just of a few: Chucky, like Whitey, Chabby. There's Yarrow. There's so many good young guys that came up and did the work and wanted to play for the team and take pride playing for the team. And I think that's huge for our team.
Oh, I think our youth stepped up to the plate and showed us some of the possibilities of what the future might hold. And I think they've kind of taken the reins and made sure that they did everything they could to grow as players individually on the ice and off the ice. I think we've seen some huge growth with some individuals as far as stepping up and being the leaders or vocal guys, work ethic guys. We've kind of guys have started to solidify themselves of what type of person and player they are, and going forward, that's huge.
System-wise and the way we play was pretty much the same, but it was I think the mindset. Early on, he just instilled that you can make plays, and mistakes are going to happen. It's just how hard you work to get those back, and I think that was a big part of why we were playing some better hockey at the last month of the year. Still inconsistent, but we did have some big improvements in our game, especially in the defensive end.